Hello, Star Wars Paladin here. I'm bringing you another Tiny Death Star video. I love Tiny Death Star. So, if you haven't already, see part 1. I explain a lot about it, but basically I'm gonna just be playing the game and trying to explain all the crazy little nuances to you. So, how it works in real time. So, it's done stuff. It's done stuff since we played last. I told it to build some stuff, and I had some things for sale, so the Emperor's sitting here watching his screensaver. Or, I know, it's not a screensaver. So, he says, you've made this much money. So, okay. It tells you what's completed. In this case. Oh, and these are random. If you want to choose specifically, it costs a crap load of money. And I'm sure that they've fixed it. But the other reason why I'm super paranoid about that is the one and only time I did it, it threw me into the negative, and if I had spent money on this, I would have been absolutely flaming pissed. So I don't spend money on it for a million reasons. That's one of them. The other reason is you don't need to spend money on this. If you play it long enough, you'll eventually get everything anyway, I assume. So, got a holochess haul. Hire staff in stock now. The thing is, each one of these, there's different colors. Yellow, green, purple, blue. Each of them kind of meet a different niche in regards to how income, different ones bring in different income. Some are short term, some are long term. So the first thing you always do, especially your cafes, those are some of your lower income ones. I didn't mean to say low income. I meant to say like quick turnaround, like only 10. She's only gonna bring in, she's only ordering 10, unless I upgrade this, which I'm not going to because that uses money also, but we'll get to that later. Kind of quick turnaround. So if you want to make money right away, like I said in the last video, they also sell out really fast. But whenever you log in, if you have at least a minute, always just go do your 1 minute ones. And I like to have all my 1 minute ones lumped together, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. The fact that this is highlighted means, since I have like a 2-second memory, this yellow means that you're trying to bring them into a yellow job. This, it may be hard to see, but this is yellow-green. This is the color of job that they want, and which the color of job doesn't matter, but it's a good reminder for me. And then this is the name of the job. So these guys work at the Mos Espa Cafe, but they would rather work here. The fact that they're in a green job, here's the green color. So I'm trying to get him to work into yellows. He's at the cafe. The problem is I just told them to order something, so I can't grab him. I'm not sure what happens if you hire a 0. Let's try that. See what happens if we hire a 0 person. Wonder if they can still do the job even if they're a 0. Yeah. They just don't get a bonus. I think they don't get a bonus to how fast they order. I think they get a bonus to how fast they sell. And if they want the job, they get a star and they sell double. So when you're starting out, you want to have at least 2 people in each job. You don't need 3. I just did that because that was one of the requirements. You also don't need to do, the only time you ever in this whole entire game need to do elevator people, do the little elevator the people around, is if they're a VIP. We'll get into that later. Or if that's okay. It still wants to do the tutorial. There's no way to skip it. That's okay. We'll do the tutorial together. Oh. Looks like Jar Jar just grabbed a droid and a bunch of stuff fell on him, including a hut and some rubber duckies. So that was a little unexpected. This game puts in random cutscenes, and there's a bunch of them. They're little itty bitty movies, and this is where it puts them. Yes, tap the levels down. I don't actually need to do any of this stuff. It's just it makes you do it because of the tutorial. You can unlock levels. You don't want to do that unless you have $1 million in real life to spend, which I don't. It's a little laggy. I think that has to do with the way I'm piping this through. Hopefully it doesn't do this very often because a couple of these tabs are actually useful. There we go. Collect species, costumes, da 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 da. I'll scroll. Yes, fine. It shows you all of it, but it doesn't actually let you go through any of it. I'll go through that later. Or like I've said before, this game is free, so if you have a smartphone, there's no reason why you shouldn't have this game, unless you hate building things. So let's see what the Emperor wants. Yes, what is it, Emperor? According to my design, you must build one recreation. I did that, so you get 300. Now, conveniently, stock 2 more products. Conveniently, that is enough to build the next thing. But he wants us to stock 2 products. We should have that done in 2 minutes, actually. So usually what I do if I have to wait for something is I just elevator the people around. The little yellow means it's in stock. That's going to take 14 minutes. This video is not going to be that long, so I'm not going to start that quite yet. I'll start the longer term stuff before I end the video. That way it'll be done by the next time I record. Hooray! We're going to wait for the Mos Espa Cafe, and then we're going to take the yellow guy down here, and we're going to move him up to the Holochess Hall. And then that's why I'm not starting this Holochess 1 hall also. I wait until I start a fresh... how do I want to say this? I wait until all the timers are done. Okay. Oh, what is it? Emperor. Okay, so I got another 150. According to my design, you must build a residential level. That's fine. I needed to build a residential area anyway. Like I said in the last video, the tutorial for this game is really good. It builds exactly what you need to build. It has you build exactly what you need to build. I hate tutorials that just waste your time. So anyway, this is done, this is done. The green check marks, it's okay. The red check marks, it's okay. I can move people around now. They made moving people around really easy. You just click the hire button, dream job yellow, you can see you just click him. Even though he's got a current job, it doesn't matter. It'll automatically switch them around. Boom, done, just like that. Also, you got the numbers here, which is pretty sweet. You can see he stinks at that too, but he's got decent food. So I'm gonna go down and check out the Mos Espa Cafe is doing. 8 and 6. I lucked out. I lucked out on food, man. I tell you what, on my other one, I got screwed so bad on food. And I'm actually, jeez. I was screwed on food for ages. And there's 2 ways to deal with that. You either sit and wait forever, or you can use your little green bucks to hire people into new residentials faster. But if you're playing this without money, you have to actually wait until you have income, so you've got to get your income up, and that's what I'm trying to do. I sit there and I sit here and I tweak these guys around, trying to max out my income. Green, 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 green. This guy's got an 8. Even if they're like dual, I call these like dual spec or whatever, even if they have 2 of the same number, just as a matter of keeping things organized, I don't screw around with this unless I absolutely have to. But what I'm concerned about is Mr. Dejarik Chess right here. He really wants to work in a food place. I'm gonna let him go just so I don't get confused later. Even though I need the income, it's gonna really start confusing me if I'm not careful. The little rebel logo, rebel spies infiltrated the Death Star. Locate the rebel spy. Some people probably know who he is. I actually don't recognize him. You sit here and you look and you try to find him. Puts his little portrait there. Oh, there he is. Get him! Get him! Get him! I found him. Okay, you get an Imperial box. The reason why that's important, as I've said before, is that actually is the equivalent of real life money. So you're basically, you can't sell this or anything, but you are essentially bringing in real life money right now. And there's a couple of things that it really helps with. It doesn't block you from playing the game, but if you play building games like how I do, you'll be interested in this a little bit. So I'm doing a couple elevator guys just so I can think and talk at the same time. Tap alerts, whatever. It wants me to build a residential. Congratulations, da-da-da. And it gives you more. As you progress through the game, it does not give you very many more. The only time later on in the game that you'll get them is either by catching spies, which is going to be rare because when you have 30 levels, the chances of you catching them is very slim, or if you put the person in their dream job, which it doesn't get challenging, but you start to turn into an actual manager, feels like. So there's a little Ugnaughts, I think those are Ugnaughts, working on the residential area. Now, I could use one of my coins, but I'm going to save my coins, and I'll explain to you why in another video. So I'm going to actually stop it here. But just like I told you guys before, this is going to take 23 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and place that order, that way it's ready for next time. So in my next video, oop, it's closed. 4 minutes. In my next video, my residential will be done, and these guys will have some more food to sell, and it'll probably already be sold out again. Food sells out really fast in this game. It's probably the top seller, but it's also the one that you get almost no food of. In fact, what I did in my last game is I just built a bunch of these because food makes so much money, but how I got screwed is because I didn't get any people that were good at making food. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you guys like this. Let me know, because I love playing Tiny Death Star. So if you like watching it, just let me know. That'd be really cool. I guess like, subscribe, leave comments, and building Tiny Death Stars is a lot of fun. Talk to you guys later. Bye.